Hi, so DeepSeek has been making a lot of noise over the last couple of weeks. It's all over YouTube, all over Twitter, LinkedIn, social media, anywhere you look, it's all DeepSeek, DeepSeek, DeepSeek. But it's all second and third hand information. I wanted to go directly to the source of truth to get some first hand insights from what DeepSeek is actually and how it works. I searched online, I found this interesting technical report, but this looks very useful, and I would love to get this knowledge, but it seems but this is 53 pages long. I'm not very technically well equipped to actually make sense of this. So that's what today I'm going to do. Try and understand this report using Elephas. We'll just quickly get started, right? We'll create a super brain. We'll call it DeepSeek V3. That's the name of the report. We'll use the text embedding large model. Token size is good. You're a personal AI assistant. That is all I'm going to say. Right, for as the system message, and I'll get started. And here it is. Right now, I'll just upload the file. Let me see. And here is the document. Let's wait for it to get indexed. I think indexing is in progress. It will probably take a few seconds. Yeah, here it is. Right. So now we have this document well indexed in our brain. I'm just going to pick a model to chat with it. I'll go with the latest one, ChatGPT 4.0 latest. This is fair. So I would ask it one of the first questions that I really love asking every new document that I start chatting with. I have that saved in one of my prompts. I say, give me good questions. Right. So basically, give me a good set of questions to ask so that I can extract the most insights from this document. Right. So now this will essentially, sort of like a reverse teaching method where it will go through the document and then tell me, what questions I should be asking to this document, right? So this is good. If I know that if I go through bunch of these questions, then now I will be able to make sense of DeepSeek properly, right? So this is good. So this is a good set of questions that we are getting. Let me just go through this. What is the primary objective? How does DeepSeek compare to predecessors? What are the key innovations? So multi-headed latent attention. This is interesting. Can you explain the role of DeepSeek MOE with the auxiliary loss-free load? Okay, how does DeepSeek model? This is all model architecture. This is fine. I'm not really interested in the technical details as much, like at least not in these details. How does DeepSeek relate to benchmarks? Interesting. So let's see. Let's go with. What specific techniques are used to distill reasoning capabilities from DeepSeek R1 into DeepSeek V3? This is good. So I'll just start a new chat over here and ask it this, right? So now this conversation has started. This will go through the document, and okay. So this is saying reflect patterns of DeepSeek R1 into okay, interesting. Post training, supervised fine tuning data. Interesting. The reasoning capability of DeepSeek R1 was distilled into V3 through a structured process. Multi-token prediction, constitutional AI approach, auxiliary loss-free load balancing. Interesting. Verification reflection patterns. The methodology incorporating verification reflection patterns DeepSeek into this. Very cool. Let's try another question from here. Okay, how was reasoning data generated? How does DeepSeek compare to other models like GPT? This is a fun one, right? Like I really want to compare DeepSeek to GPT 4.0, Claude Sonnet, Llama, and all, right? So I ask it another question. Of course, I can keep going in any one of these chats, but I just like to have start a new chat with a new questions, and all the context, all the follow-up questions I ask would remain in this chat, and the context would be maintained. The beauty of it is that all of this is happening within the same brain, and with the same file, right? The paper that I had, and if I want, I can bring in new papers, more documents around DeepSeek, and embed them into this brain, and then chat with all of them in one go. Right. So here's my chat. So Uh, okay, DeepSeek V3 achieves performance comparison. Factual knowledge benchmark performs slightly below GPT-4. This is interesting on factual knowledge. On long context tasks, DeepSeek closely trails GPT-4o while outperforming other models by significant margin. Right, so closely trails. So it is admitting that in some aspects it's not good enough. But DeepSeek excels in mathematical reasoning, significant outperforming Claude Sonnet. Very interesting. Coding related reasoning is also noteworthy. It consistently outperforms other open source model and is competitive with Claude Sonnet 3.5. Right. So okay. So now this gives us a bunch of data insights around its accuracy and performance. So this is good. Open source excellence. It is strongest open source model currently available. Nice one. Comparative occasionally trails GPT-4 and Claude Sonnet in factual knowledge benchmark while simple Q&A. Likely due to its resource allocation and design priorities. Context 8. So I can actually go and look at all the references here and see what are these contexts. So it said context 8. Let me just look at context 8. Okay. This demonstrates the strong capability of DeepSeek in handling extreme long context tasks. The long context capability is further validated. Interesting. On the factual knowledge benchmark, simple Q&A falls behind GPT-4o and Claude Sonnet primarily due to its design focus, resource allocation. Nice. Very interesting. Right. So okay, let's go back to some more questions. Let me take a look. Let me see limitations, evaluation methods. And okay, what insights were gained from the needle in a haystack pressure testing of DeepSeek V3 long context? Okay, what are the primary differences in design focus? Okay, because it spoke about design a lot, let's ask it a question about design differences as well. Right, design focus between DeepSeek V3 and leading closed source models. Okay, open source versus proprietary, fair enough. I'll just ask it to keep going. Cost effective. Okay. Specialization, coding, math, and reasoning. So now this tells me that okay, so essentially DeepSeek is very good at coding, math, and reasoning. Auxiliary loss-free strategy for load balancing. Long context understanding. Interesting. Closed source model GPT for long context tasks but may rely on resource intensive. Multilingual and domain specific optimization. This is interesting. Domain specific optimization. Okay, community and open innovation. Fair. Okay, it's giving me a summary as well, but I get the point. I understand what this means. There's something 37 billion parameters. Okay, employs architectures in multi-headed latent attention, DeepSeek MOE for inferences. DeepSeek MOE is interesting. I want to ask it more about DeepSeek MOE. Right, so I'll just ask it in this chat itself. What is DeepSeek MOE? I want to know what this particular thing is. This concept. Right, let's see what it is. Mixture of experts architecture using deep model to achieve cost-effective training and efficient inference. Okay, multiple. Okay, so basically it has multiple submodels, multiple experts, and which it goes to. It seems right, but only activates a subset of them for each input token. Oh, this is very cool. So V3, the total model size is 671 billion parameters, but only 37 billion parameters are activated for any given token. This selective activation reduces computational overhead while preserving high performance. So essentially, like this is the reason why this is cost effective, right? I think 37 billion instead of 671 billion. That is nice. Load balancing. Okay, proven effectiveness. So at a time, it is only doing, it uses a mixture of experts thing where there are domain specific experts or submodels inside DeepSeek. And only a bunch of them get activated based on the input token for each input token, basically for each prompt, essentially. Right. So, okay, fair enough. So yeah, so I think I can go on like this for a while. So I can go through all these questions. I can ask it to create more questions, but I think this is good for now. I would ask it one last question, which I always love to ask all the documents, and which is again a prompt that I've saved. Is essentially, uh, yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do is use this prompt, executive summary. Give me a brief executive summary of this about DeepSeek and its impact on AI on AI developments, right? Don't elaborate on a point for too long. Keep it short and crisp. I have to make a one-page document on it for my bosses. So keep it short so I can print it and hand it over to them. So like this prompt just gets people gets the AI to be very crisp and very short and to the point and capture the most essential things that can come out in a document, right? So now it will give me a brief executive summary. And essentially explain all the from give me a high level perspective of what DeepSeek is and how it helps, right? So this is good. Now let very cool thing is I can just export this, right? I can export this as a PDF, and let me just check it out how big it is. Yeah, so this is the PDF and this is exactly one page, right? How smart. Advanced architecture, high performance training, benchmarks, coding algorithm tasks, bridging open source, course future outlook. Very cool. So this is good. I can also try and make a mind map out of it, and see if it like if visually if you can explain all the important points in this document. Right, let's see how it goes. So here is a mind map, right? So this is nice. This cap essentially takes all the points, and the core topic is at the center, and I have the entire impact. So if I want to share it with someone, if I want to say like this is my understanding of DeepSeek, this is all the things that you need to care about, I think this is good. Cool. All right. Hope this is useful. Cheers. Have a nice time.